Why should pay-per-click be a part of your internet marketing strategy? Well, the first piece, the greatest piece about pay-per-click, especially for those companies that are relatively new, just starting out, is you can get instant results. And so when you hire an SEO company, really the toughest thing about hiring an SEO company is you really aren't sure about the results they're getting you for a long time, especially if you have a brand new website and you're not ranking well. It could easily take that company 6 months to a year. And if that company doesn't know what they're doing, you could wait 6 months, not see any results, and have wasted, several $1,000s, maybe even over $10,000 at that point, just to find out that SEO company wasn't very good. So while SEO can be an awesome return on investment, it is crucial that you find the right company, the right vendor to handle it, because it's very easy to spend a lot of money and not get anything. And for some of you who might have even done that before, it can be very painful after 3-6 months to find out the company you hired wasn't doing what they should be. So with pay-per-click, the beauty is, right away from day one of a new PPC campaign, you should be getting leads. You should be getting, well, maybe not bookings from day one, but it's possible, because you should be getting leads from day one. So you can tell very quickly with a pay-per-click marketing agency, you can tell very quickly if that agency knows what they're doing. You show up as often as possible where your customers are looking. Now, you can be up at the top of Google 24/7, 365 in your market, given the right budget. Obviously, if you're in New York City spending $20 a day, you're not going to be on the top of Google 24/7. And then you can show up for non-geo-modified terms like limo service, airport car service. So what I mean by non-geo-modified is when you actually add the name of a city to a search query. So what I mean by that is, let's say you service the Los Angeles area, right? Well, you can build a campaign, and let's say for some reason you want to target John Wayne Airport, right? You want to do runs back and forth from John Wayne Airport here in Orange County in Santa Ana. Well, you can create a campaign that's got a geo-targeted area, let's say 10 miles around the Santa Ana Airport, 5 miles around the Santa Ana Airport, and go after keywords like limo service, airport car service, and so forth. And that can be a lot tougher with SEO, because especially with the local map pack SEO, you're really only going to show up in your location. So with pay-per-click, you can literally show up anywhere. And so that's a huge advantage to pay-per-click. And like I was saying earlier, guys, about the machine, that you put $1 in, get $1 back, or $10 back, or whatever it might be. Once you have a machine that's functioning and delivering a good ROI, what you want to do is you want to scale. And I think that's one thing that I see most business owners struggle with, because they're not tracking the revenue they are generating. So they're not completely sure if they should up their budget. Wouldn't it be nice if you knew for certain that your campaign was working, producing revenue, and being profitable? If you knew that for sure, why wouldn't you want to put more dollars into that machine? I certainly would. So why do most pay-per-click campaigns fail? I actually spoke about this at, I believe it was at Lab Live. And so there's a number of reasons for this. First off, they fail to understand the complexity of the Google Ads auction and the complexity of the limo industry. So first off, Google Ads is very complex, and it's deceptively simple at the same time. So I've audited tons of campaigns for limo businesses and looked at the campaign, and the owner thought, all I have to do is, sign up, drop some keywords in, write some ads, set some bids, and I'm good to go. Well, unfortunately, that couldn't be further from the truth. And the reason why Google is where it is today is because it is it is very easy to waste a lot of money with Google Ads. And if any of you have ran a Google Ads campaigns before, you know this to be true. Oops. And so one other thing is the complexity of the limo industry itself. And what I mean by that is you need to know what type of company you are and how to build campaigns, Google ad campaigns, using the right keywords, the right campaign settings, having lots of ad groups, but not just a Google ad campaign. A lot of people just focus on that. That's your traffic source, right? The page you send that traffic to is just as important as the traffic you send to that page. So you need to have both pieces in place for a successful campaign. You can't just have a really good Google Ads campaign and get the best possible results. So you want to be sending that traffic to a really good landing page, and I'll go over that in a minute. And so I see this very often when I do an audit of Google ad campaigns. It's setting up one ad group for pretty much every single service you offer. So for instance, if you offer an airport car service as one of your services, but you also do party bus rentals, so you're doing corporate and retail, putting all of those keywords in the same ad group and then putting ads for airport car service, party bus rental, all in the same ad group. Because we have to remember, ad groups are like two buckets that are connected. Okay, in one bucket, we have our keywords, all right? And in the other bucket, we have our ads. And so what happens is when a search is made and one of the keywords from one of the buckets gets triggered, it activates one of the ads in the other bucket. And so if you have 50, 100 keywords in one of the buckets with, you know, another 20 ads in the other bucket, a lot of people assume Google is going to match up the keyword with the ad. They actually don't do that. That's why you need lots of ad groups, and you need them to be highly segmented, because it's very important that the keyword matches the ad. That's going to give your ads the most relevance, get them the most clicks, which when you're building these campaigns, you have to remember it is all about making Google money, right? We have to remember the algorithm was built around being profitable for Google Ads. So if your ads aren't getting clicked on as much as your competitors, who do you think Google is going to favor? And who do you think they are going to charge less per click to? Your competitor, because your competitor is making them more money. So they're not actively doing this, but they built this into the algorithm itself. And so that's an important thing to remember. Using the correct negative keywords is huge. That is a huge leverage point of Google ad campaigns, Bing ad campaigns. And I'm going to go over negative keywords a little bit later, but you want to have lots and lots and lots of them in your account because that's going to save you money on those people that might be looking for something similar to what you offer, but not exactly what you offer. And we don't want those people clicking on your ad. And so how we get them to not click on your ad is we don't show them the ad in the first place. Because if you show the ad, and even if it's not relevant, people will still click on it. And so that's very important to understand. Not using landing pages, just using your website. You 100% want to be using unique landing pages, because someone that's looking for a corporate car service needs to go to a different page than someone that's looking for party bus rentals. I mean, really think about it. How different those customer avatars are. And so they need to be sent to different pages that reflect that avatar. And then this one, I'm going to keep going back to this because it's so important. It's impossible to make decisions if you do not have the data. So when I optimize Google ad campaigns, if I didn't have the data, I wouldn't have a job, because there's nothing you can do without the data. The data is what drives the decision. And so you need 100% to be tracking your booked revenue from your pay-per-click campaigns. It takes a little extra time, yes, and it's something you need to update every day, but that when you're 3 months, 6 months down the line and you run the numbers, you need to be able to make a data-driven decision. So this is a little sample of what I typically see with most ad groups, right? So these are the keywords in one ad group, right? And then they all go to the same website, okay? So we want, someone who searched limo service to land on a different page than someone who searched for a motor coach, or someone looking for a wedding limo service to land on a different page than someone searching for, party bus rental or something like that. So we really want the page to fit the person visiting it. And so again, what this is, it looks like the lights went out. What this is really all about is, can pay-per-click really drive return on investment for your retail or corporate limo business? And the answer is 100% yes. I've seen it over and over again with my clients. It's just crucial that we set up the correct tracking and we set up your campaign to reflect the type of business that you actually are. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it and learned some takeaways that you can start applying to your business right away. If you're like most limo business owners, however, you like to be in the know about these things, but at the end of the day, you really want to find someone that can help you implement some of these strategies and plans. What I want you to do is go ahead and go to clicksprofit.com/schedule. And there you can sign up for a strategy session with myself where I can look over your current marketing efforts and see if we can start improving your online presence and getting you more leads and more bookings for your limo business. So go ahead and go to clicksprofit.com/schedule, and I look forward to speaking with you then.